Hey, can you see me? Can you hear me well?
Yep.
Hey, I'm Nelson from Globe Life, American Income Division. I actually spoke to you earlier about the benefits through your union, 123. Is Mary there?
Yeah. Yeah. She's over here.
Okay, great. So, they thought it was important enough for us to see everyone personally. But don't worry, I'm not going to take a lot of your time because I know you're busy. So let me go ahead and get started. While I get this set up, let me ask you, are you originally from the Houston area?
Um, yeah. Yeah. We've been here quite a while.
Okay, okay. How long have you guys actually lived in the area?
About 15 or so years, something like that.
Oh man, that's a while. Do you guys have family here, or are you guys did you come here for work?
Yeah, we got some family around the area.
Okay, okay. And I gotta ask you because I know like my family, we are all spread out. Are you guys the same, or do you guys have family nearby?
Some are nearby. Rest of them are just kind of throughout the state.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, how long have you two actually been together? You and married?
Um, about 10, 11 years, something like that.
Oh man, what is the secret? That is a great time. That's a great long time to be together. What is the secret? What do you have?
Just say yes and don't fight.
I totally get that. Me and my wife been together for 2 years, going on three. So I totally get to say yes. Now you guys have kids together?
Um, yeah, we've got three.
Okay, okay. Now I hate to refer to the kids as kids. So what are their names?
Hattie, Gannon, and Trace.
And Trace, Hattie, Gannon, and Trace. Okay. So with the union, how long have you actually been with the group?
About 15 years, something like that.
Oh man, that's a long, long time. That's great. Were you at the meeting where they actually talked about this program?
Um, yeah, I think I was, yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, how's work going?
It's going good.
It's great. That's great. Now, aside from work and family, what do you like to do for fun?
Most of the time, we just kind of do what the kids have going on and then work out. And
I get it. You guys have three kids. I know they take a lot of your time. We're still, me and my wife is actually still working on our first. So one day we plan to have two and hopefully stop there. But I totally get it. Now, you said the gym as well.
hmm
Oh man, I see it. I see it. You're getting big there.
hmm
So here, while I finish pulling this up for you. So now I know you're dying to know. So let me go ahead and tell you exactly why I'm visiting with you and what I'm going to do. My job is to go over some no cost benefits that have already been set up for you. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over some additional benefits that you might qualify for. So, my company, American Income, works with over 20,000 different local labor unions, credit unions, and associations throughout the United States. And look, whether you like unions or you don't, the thing everyone agrees on is that they have the best benefits. And a big reason for that is because of their relationship with American Income for the past 60 years. As you can imagine, they have me running around like crazy. So let me go ahead and get started and jump into the no cost benefit first.
Right.
Now, Dylan and Mary, your first no-cost benefit is the Child Safe ID Kit mobile app, which is endorsed by the International Union of Police Association. I'm sure you know a bunch of family with kids, right?
Mhm.
Did you know that Texas leads the nation in abductions? And did you know that 93% of children that aren't found in the first 24 hours are actually never found?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's actually why they decided to create the most comprehensive app of its kind to help find a missing child. I'm going to walk you through on how to download the app. Do you currently have an iPhone or Android?
I've got an iPhone.
Okay. What I want you to do is go to the App Store and put in Child Safe ID Kit, and it's going to be the first one there. And it should be
Okay.
a diamond shape. It's going to say Child Safe Kit.
Okay. Yep, I found it. Got it
You
set
found
up.
it? Okay. So go ahead, download that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send you a QR code, and that's going to give you access once you go ahead and create your account. Now, when you go ahead and you create your account, what I want you to do is stop there because it's going to ask you to enter your child's information. And that's a lot of sensitive information. And I want to give you the best possible time that we have together. So go ahead and stop there, and we'll keep going. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna actually play a video for you, this way you can actually see what the child safe ID kit is used for, and then we'll keep going from there. Okay?
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I think there's 1,000 children a day being abducted. So the Child Safe Kit is very important to those people with children because it identifies them. If they have any way to track down their child, this would be the way because most people don't fingerprint or take those precautions. I mean, I had children back in the day and I didn't have any idea what their blood type was or what their DNA was. And to know that I would have that somewhere would make me feel a lot more comfortable, especially in the time of an abduction, because you're a parent, you're in shock. I mean, a lot of times they'll say, well, how tall is your child? And they'll go, you know, that doesn't say anything. But here, this Child Safe Kit says he was 5'2" or 3'4" or something, and how much weight, and blonde hair, blue eyes, or curly hair. I think that the kit itself is an identifier, and I think that's what law enforcement's looking for immediately. In short, if you don't do it, it'll be I would, I should, I coulda. It doesn't work anymore. You know, protect your child. In today's environment, I say protect your child, and this Safe Kit helps tremendously.
Okay, imagine something. Imagine your child went missing. Can you see how important this would actually be?
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Being the endorsed company by International Union of Police Association, they're asking that you refer at least 5 families for this app. Now, you mentioned you knew families with children, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And listen, and everyone always wants to put down dozens of people. Let's just start with the people close to you. Who's the first that actually comes to mind?
yeah. We can put down my dad, Brent,
Okay.
and then we could put down um,
Now,
two
you said Brent, I'm sorry.
Brent,
Okay.
and then we can put down my two stepsisters. Monica and Stephanie.
Okay, do you have numbers for them? Can I get a number so I can actually get them the child safe kit as well?
Let's keep moving. Yeah, let me give you a couple more, and I'll give you other numbers.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a friend of mine. Name is Blake.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you another one. Her name is Amber.
BER. Okay.
And that's kind of all I can think about right now.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem at all.
So my dad's number is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Um, and then I gave you everybody else's numbers.
Okay. So Dylan and Mary. Sorry. So Dylan and Mary, this is a no. The next up is a AIL plus discount card, and this is a no cost card. How are your benefits to work?
They're pretty good.
That's great. You're going to absolutely love this then. I'm sure you know by now that you can't really rely on the group benefits since you don't have control on them and they could change at any time. So this no cost benefit would help with some of those gaps by giving you up to 85% discounts on things like dental, vision, prescription drugs, hearing aids, telemedicine, and chiropractic services. Your membership does require an annual renewal, and that's also at no cost to you. We'll let you actually know when it's time to renew. We'll give you a phone call, so you won't even have to think about it. People always tell me that they didn't think they'll use it very much, but find themselves using it all the time. Again, at no cost. It's good to get an extra peace of mind. You receive an activation. You'll receive an activation email within the next few days or so. So just be on the lookout for that.
Mhm.
Okay, your next benefit. This is a no cost accidental death and disbursement certificate. Okay, and that's actually what that letter had talked about with your union. Remember that letter that you had got that you were sponsored in
Yeah.
for? Yep, it's
Mhm.
that letter right there. So Dylan, this is a living benefit that pays you $2,000 for the loss of one hand, one foot, or sight in one eye, and double that amount or $4,000 for the loss of any two. Now, Mary, for you, this is a death benefit that will pay you $4,000 should Joe die accidentally. Now, I know that $4,000 doesn't seem like a lot of money in the world, and especially nowadays, and really, it's not. But if Dylan, if Dylan were to die, and his paycheck was to die with him, then I would imagine that would put a big crunch in your budget, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see how this would definitely help, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
So I'm gonna tell you what. Let me go ahead and email you a certificate for your records. Okay. And then you're gonna receive a green certificate in the mail. And what you want to do is fill that out completely and send it to the PO box at the top to ensure that you are covered.
Okay.
Okay. Now, one more thing I need to do is to put down two emergency contacts on here. And in the event that you were to die together in a common accident, it would be wise if they actually do live in Texas as well and over the age of 18 and living outside of your home. Who is your first emergency contact?
Um, let's do my mom,
Okay,
Diana.
Diana. All right, and what is a good number that we'll be able to get in contact with her?
Um, Let me see. I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, that's no
972
problem. Uh-huh.
972-730-0827.
0827. Okay. And who is your
And
second?
then we'll put my dad, Brent,
Okay.
also.
Okay. Now, when something happens, you're going to need our local office number. So do me a favor, go ahead and grab your phone again for me real quick.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay. So the office number is 832-327-0800. Okay.
Mhm.
And I want you to have this so your family gets the money they're entitled to. And I'm going to be calling your emergency contacts personally so they know what to do in the event of a claim. If you could, please give them a heads up that they'll be hearing from me, please. And then in addition, if they choose, they will also have access to this as well, thanks to you.
Okay.
Now, Dylan, this policy is just on you. But the second part of this benefit is that you can extend this to your closest family members and friends at no cost to them as well. So how this works, let's say God forbid your father your father goes ahead and were to die in an accident, a $2,000 policy just like yours will pay out to his or her family at no cost to you or them. All you're doing is giving them the option to take advantage of this just like you did. The ability to extend this is tied to my visit with you today because of your enrollment period. So it's important not to prejudge anyone's situation. Let them decide for themselves. Now, they give you $20,000 worth of this benefit, which means you can extend it up to 10 families. Obviously, your emergency contacts would automatically be included. So your mom and dad are already taken care of. That leaves you with 8 more. Okay. Now, you did mention your your brother as well when you were talking about the child safe ID kits. Um, is that somebody you would like to put down?
No, no, I
No.
don't think so.
Okay. So who do you want to extend this $20,000 worth of benefits to?
I don't think everybody that I've already given you is kind of all that I know.
Okay, I mean I could definitely understand how you feel. Um, and I get that you're unsure about sponsoring more people into this program. Let's do this. Let's at least get them sponsored in. The sponsor is tied to my visit with you, and I'll call you first before I actually call them. And you just give them a heads up that I'll be calling. And if any of them don't want to be bothered, I won't contact them. The questions asked. Let's at least give them a chance to decide for themselves. Okay.
Okay.
So starting with your brother, you said his name was
Bruce.
Bruce. Okay. And next up,
Yeah, I mean that's everybody that I gave you. That was pretty much all that I'm having contact with.
okay, that's what, that's no problem. Let's go ahead and get this to him. And I just want to be sure I spelled that right. It was you said Bruce, correct?
Yes, Bruce.
Okay. Okay. And the good number is the same as the first time you gave it to me, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Now, Dylan, I want to make sure you give the families you extended the no cost benefits to, all the benefits, a call or a text, letting them know that I'll actually be calling them in the next few days. As long as they have a heads up, they're usually happy. But if I call them and they don't know who I am or why I'm calling, sometimes they get confused and they'll be upset with the both of us. So please, please, please let them know. Can you make sure of that?
Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what. Do you mind if we actually take a quick video while we're on Zoom? So this way when I actually talk to them myself, they can see that it's me that's speaking to them.
Yeah, I guess that'd be fine.
Okay, cool. Hey, how you doing? This is Nelson Hernandez over here with Globe Life American Income Division, and I'm actually sitting here with Dylan and Mary, and these guys have actually extended a awesome benefits to you. You guys say hi.
Hi, guys.
Alrighty. So Dylan and Mary, now I'm going to go ahead and jump into reviewing the exclusive benefits that you must actually qualify for. All of the families that I see now, they love this part of the program. And it's why 20,000 different groups handpicked American Income to handle their permanent and portable benefits for the past 60 years. And next time, next time you're actually at your group, 123, make sure you thank them for getting this set up for you. Okay?
Hmm.
Now, the next nose cost benefit they set up for you is the needs analysis software. I'm going to ask you some questions, and if there is no need, it won't make any recommendation. If there is a need, then I will review that recommendation with you. Okay? So
Hmm.
you know, I am a licensed professional to handle these kinds of benefits. That's why we actually hopped on a Zoom call. And before I go ahead and I jump into the survey, hey, I'm sorry, there's a little feedback there. Everything's okay? I
Yeah,
don't
is
know
it
if it's my mic.
echoing?
Yeah, it was echoing for a second. Unless it was my mic and echoing to yours. It's not echoing now. Now, before I jump
Oh,
into the
okay.
survey, now before I go ahead and I jump into the survey, I have a few preliminary qualifications to review with you. Now, as you know, you must be a member of an authorized group or sponsored by someone you know. We are good there. You must have an active checking account with a traditional brick and mortar bank or a credit union. Who is your checking account with?
Bank of America.
Oh man, it's great. It's actually mine too. Okay, so as you know, online banks such as Chime, Green Dot, Chase Liquid, Wells Fargo, Cash App, Acorns, Revolt, etc., are not compatible with this program. And obviously, you said Bank of America, they're huge brick and mortar bank. Have you or anyone in the household been actually diagnosed with COVID-19 virus in the past 12 months?
No.
Okay. Give me once. Wow. Give me 1 second. Why is this doing this? Okay. Okay, great. Before I go any further, it actually looks like the needs analysis has actually found some gaps in your coverage. So I'll have this mandatory read off letter for you. It explains how the enrollment process works. Now, Dylan and Mary, instead of reading this whole thing, let me just go ahead and summarize it for you. What it's basically saying is that if As I'm going through the benefits, you're nodding your head, thinking, wow, these are some great benefits. And I can see why 20,000 groups approve this and why everyone's doing this. And I'm going to actually go ahead and ask you to apply today. On the flip side, if I'm going through the benefits and you're thinking to yourself, these are some good benefits, some great benefits, but they don't feel a need for me and my family right now, then I'm actually going to ask you to not apply today. Either way, yes or no, that decision does have to be made today. During your service period, in fairness to all the other members waiting to enroll. Now you'll see what they did is that is they set it up to be a no-brainer. It's going to be an easy yes or no. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Now, whatever you decide to do, they do want you to give your opinion in a Google review, which is sort of like I'm gonna say like my report card. I try to get 5-star ratings every single time, so it's important to stop me if you have any questions. Okay. Now, does this make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Now,
makes sense.
Dylan, I'm gonna ask you. Will you stop me if you have any questions?
Yeah.
Now, Mary, would you actually do the same? Great.
Yeah,
Now, as you know, over the years, we go through contract negotiations and benefit changes at work. It gives and take. Lately, it seems like we are paying a lot more, but getting a lot less. The company actually has a labor advisory board of 50 international union presidents whose main job is to provide the best wages and benefits for their members. From their feedback, along with feedback from members like you, they came up with a list of concerns that applies to all working families, whether they're union or not. Okay. The first concern are copays, deductible, and lost wages. Now, health insurance pays the doctors, but members lost wages due to time off of work and out-of-pocket expenses. Sorry. Two, funeral and final expenses. Many families don't have $14,000 for funeral expenses. Funeral homes usually want to be paid right away. They're the big money. Number three, paycheck loss. When a member dies, their paycheck usually dies with them. Number four, mortgage and rent. Families may lose their home after the sudden death of the breadwinner, as yourself, Dylan. And then we got children's protection, and this is what I like to say when you're in a family. This is all about is protecting your child, especially if you're not here with us. So with children protection, the benefits actually provide through a job are typically not permanent for children, which can create a risk. And an unexpected death could jeopardize future education opportunities for your children. Okay. Next up, we got terminal illness, especially cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, men have a 1 in 2 lifetime chance of developing or dying from cancer. And for a woman, it's 1 out of 3. And as you know, cancer medical expenses are the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States. We also have group benefits. Now, the group benefits are great, but they can change at any time, as you know. Members lose benefits at retirement or if they experience a long illness before death. And last but not least, your affordability. Now, that's the cost to take care of all these concerns on an open market. Is not affordable for many families. And waiting could increase the cost even more, or potentially a member may not qualify due to changes in health. Now, the final one was affordability. So the list of concerns is affordability. Now, to take care of all of these concerns, It's usually just way too expensive. So we sit down with people making $7 an hour and some making $77 an hour. Some are working tons of overtime, some are retired or laid off. Regardless of the situation, they wanted this to be affordable for everybody. The way they set this up is now, Dylan, let's imagine your boss comes up to you at work and tells you that because things have been going so well, they would actually start paying you for 41 hours instead of 40. Now, with that hour, are you going to tell your wife it's time to go ahead and start buying matching Ferraris? Or are you going to go ahead and call a travel agent and book a dream vacation, start construction on your dream home?
No, probably not.
Of course not. Now, on the flip side, let's say it works a little slow and your boss comes up to you and tells you that instead of laying you and some of your coworkers off, they would just send everyone home an hour early every Friday. So you'd be working 39 hours instead of 40. Now, would you go ahead and get rid of your car, your cell phone, cancel your TV subscriptions for that 1 hour?
No.
Exactly. The idea is that that 1 hour isn't going to change your lifestyle. That's why they set this up this way. So let me go ahead and show you how that 1 hour takes care of your concerns. Now, Dylan Mary, if it helps, I use an illustration to show you what's been set up for you. Okay. Can you do me a favor? I see something right there on your screen. Can you go ahead and tap that for me?
Hmm.
Okay, so Dylan, let's imagine that you go into work tomorrow, right? Right now, you're both at job A, which is the job here on the left. And with job A, you have a normal group benefit. With job A, you're making $1,475 per week, right? So let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay. Now let's say that another job opens up, and we'll call this one job B. Now with job B, you have the same group benefits, same coworkers, same responsibilities, same everything. The only different is that the sorry, is the income. So instead of $1,475 per week, you're making $1,435 a week. Okay, and that's which is about 1 hour raise difference, which, like you said before, wouldn't actually change anything. Okay. So they took that 1 hour out, which actually didn't mean much. And they decided to put it towards something that would, which is handling these concerns in a very simple and straightforward way. Okay. So, like I said before, health insurance and group benefits are great, but they don't cover everything. This program actually pays you $100. Hold on, give me 1 second. My computer's acting up a little bit. All right, all right. Give me 1 second, Marion. I'm sorry about that. So like I said, this program pays you up to $100 every time you go into a doctor, urgent care, or hospital for any accident or injury, whether that's a bump, a bruise, or a bee sting. Now, if you end up overnight in the hospital, it actually pays $200 per day. Okay. And then double that for intensive care. So that comes out to $400 per per day. So let's say you have an accident and you end up in a hospital for 5 nights. And having this in place, it would actually pay you $1,000 tax free. Okay. Now, considering that you're not working and making money, do you see how this money would actually help take care of your bills?
Oh yeah.
Yep. And on top of that, you get a you get $10,000 for the loss of a hand, a foot, or sight in one eye, and then double that, $20,000 for the loss of any two. Okay. Now, the last part of this benefit provides an additional $20,000 to $10,000 accidental death benefit. Okay, and then depending on the type of accident, as you can see with your current job, nothing is actually covered. The next concern that we do have has to do with your funeral and final expense. Now, there's 100% chance that you use this one, the freedom of choice certificate. And now, with this will actually take care of the financial burden, so your family doesn't have to have that your family doesn't have to have. Now, the FOC has already been set up with every funeral home. I'm sorry, with every funeral home. Your freedom of choice certificate is worth $30,000, and then your spouse is covered as well on the $30,000. Now, the funeral home director would simply call the number on the front of the certificate, and American Income would actually take care of everything for you, including sending the remaining money to your family tax free. Now, they are using a permanent benefit to fund your freedom of choice. That's why it's there when and not if your family needs it. Now, Mary, on the worst day of your life, can you see how this would actually make things a lot easier for you and your children?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, you don't have anything like this in place in as you currently stand. Now, Mary, when something happens to Dylan, you're probably going to miss him, right?
Maybe.
But okay, but I bet after a few weeks go by, aside from Miss and Dylan, what else do you think the family's going to miss?
My money.
Exactly. So your program provides a total of $100,000. Okay, that pays you out for any kind of death to take care of this concern. Now, Mary, this will give you and the children 2,700 every month for 3 years. Okay. Now, Right now, as it stands, there is no monthly income replacement. Now, besides their income, the next thing people want to secure for their family. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I didn't put that in there. Now, next up, besides their income, the next thing people want to secure for their family is their home. And that's exactly why this benefit software is recommending mortgage or rent protection. Your program includes $100,000 of coverage for you. Oh, Dylan. Statistically, if you were to die during your working years, it's probably not going to be a health issue like a stroke or a heart attack. It'll probably be due to an accident. So, this is funded by an accidental death benefit to save you money. Now, right now, with your current job, they aren't going to pay your mortgage with something when something happens. But this program actually does. Now, the next concern that we have in the benefit software found had to do with the children's future education. Now, most families I see tell me they want their kids to have the option of going to college. Statistically, the biggest thing that would prevent that is if the kids lost one or both of their parents while they are minors. Now, the benefit software is giving you $100,000 for the college fund, where it breaks down to 50,000. Well, actually, you have three kids, so it'll break down for $33,333. Now, this is huge, right? As you can see, right now, you don't have that. Now, it also includes a special $10,000 life insurance plan for all your children 18 and younger that qualify. When they turn 21, they can convert this to five times that amount or $50,000 of permanent life insurance with no health questions. Having this in place may be their key to getting coverage later on. Now, when when they may, otherwise not now, sorry, tongue tied later on, when they may otherwise not be able to qualify. Your current group benefits don't provide anything permanent for your children. Now, another important feature of this program is that if you are diagnosed with terminal illness, such as cancer, you can access half of your freedom of choice and income protection benefit while you are alive. Now, they are providing you with 65,000 for this fund. Now, Dylan and Mary, this gives you the chance to put your family in the best situation financially. if you get the worst news imaginable. Now, the remainder of the benefit will pay out to your family as a death benefit. Your current benefits don't actually provide anything there. As you can see, they thought of pretty much everything. Now, actually, now unlike your group benefits, which you can lose, these benefits are permanent and portable. So if you leave your job, retire, or leave the union, you keep these. In addition, if you are qualified, if you're on a qualified layoff, they will cover the benefits for up to 3 months. If you're ever in a situation where you have a qualified stroke, it's up to 12 months. This way, you and your family won't lose the benefits when you really actually need them the most. By the way, you never have to pay that back. Now, Dylan and Mary, now that I've reviewed everything with you guys, I'm sure you can see why 20,000 groups chose this program above all of the others, and why more families have our program than any other companies. Because of the value and the full circle of protection it provides. I mean, Dylan, if something were to happen to you, like a bad car accident, your family will receive 370,000 tax free, all for about 1 hour's wage per week with your current job. Now, there is no guarantee that your family will receive anything at all with your current job. So, Dylan and Mary, if you went in tomorrow, you went into work tomorrow, and you had a choice between job A and job B, now which job would you actually take?
Job B.
Yeah, why would you do that if you're making more money over here at job A?
Because of all the benefits.
Uh-huh. That's what everyone says. It's absolutely no brainer. So everyone wants the benefits, but not everyone can get the benefits. So as I mentioned before, I do have to get you qualified first. So let me go ahead, let me run through these questions and let's see if you can qualify. Okay?
Hmm.
Okay. Now, John and Mary, have you ever been treated or advised to be treated for alcoholism or alcohol abuse?
No,
Okay. Now, have you guys ever used drugs not prescribed by a physician, such as cocaine, advancing hallucinogens, tranquilizer, narcotics, or sedatives?
no,
Okay. Now, Dylan and Mary, have you guys ever had your driver's license suspended or revoked because of a moving violation or been arrested?
no,
Have you guys flown within the last 2 years or intend to fly in the future, other than as a passenger, of course, on a scheduled airline, like a
no.
pilot? No. Okay. Now, within the last 2 years, within the last 2 years, or intend to participate in any of the following activities: motorcycle or boat racing, parachute jumping, scuba diving, or skydiving?
No.
Okay. Now, John and Mary, have you guys ever been advised to take tests that are not? Have you ever been advised to take tests and not done so or not received the results? Been diagnosed as having to receive treatment for high blood pressure, chest pain, heart attack, stroke, or any heart problems, blood or circulation disorder?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Have you guys had or been treated for any of the following condition? Diabetes, um, or other endocrine disorder?
No,
Okay. Paralysis, epilepsy, mental disorder, or or any other nervous system or brain disorder?
no,
Okay. Have you ever had arthritis or any injury or trouble with your lower back, knees, or any kind of pain in joints?
no,
Okay. Now, to the best of your knowledge and belief, do you have any physical impairment or departure from good health?
no,
Okay. Have you ever been advised to take tests, not done so, or not received the results? Been diagnosed as having or received treatment for cancer, tumor, or unexplained masses?
no,
Okay. Have you ever been rejected for life or medical hospital insurance related or failed to receive a policy as applied for?
mm-mm.
Okay. Um, Now, John and Mary, have you guys? I'm sorry, Dylan and Mary, have you guys been insured in the last 5 years? Now this is have you had a physical examination?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now, have you guys had any medical treatment? Now this includes prescription medication.
I mean, just like Tylenol and stuff, nothing prescribed though.
Okay, nothing prescribed. Okay, so that's gonna be a no. Now, have you guys been hospitalized?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Now, Dylan and Mary, currently a resident in a nursing home, or I'm sorry. Are you guys currently a? It just makes me ask this, by the way. A resident in a nursing home, or even been diagnosed as having a terminal illness, including Alzheimer's disease.
No,
Now, have you ever had or been treated for any of these following conditions? Asthma, sleep apnea, emphysema, or any other respiratory disorder?
no,
Okay. Now, ulcer, colitis, or any other tract disorder? Cirrhosis, hepatitis, or any other. So the first one was I'm sorry, it was ulcer, colitis, or any other digestive tract disorder.
no,
Okay. Now the next one was hepatitis or any other liver disorder or any blood disorder or received a bone marrow transplant.
no,
Okay. Kidney, prostate, urinary bladder, or any other genitoury disorders.
no,
Okay. Um, Disease of the breast, uterus, or ovaries.
no,
Okay. Rheumatoid arthritis or any other muscle skeleton disorder.
no,
Okay. Loss of hearing or loss of sight.
no,
Okay. Acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, age-related complex, ARC, or age-related conditions.
no,
Okay. Have you guys ever been have you guys? I know you said no. Have you guys ever tested positive for antibodies to the AIDS, HIV virus?
No.
Okay. Do you guys now, Dylan and Mary, do you guys smoke cigarettes or use tobacco in any form? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Okay. Now, um, is that for both you, Dylan, and Mary, or is that just you?
It's me.
Okay. Now, do you have you quit using tobacco?
No.
No? Okay. Now, now Dylan and Mary, have you guys used marijuana in the past year?
No.
Okay. So, give me 1 second. I'm finish filling that out. Okay, so I'm not an underwriter, but based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like I should be able to get you guys qualified for the benefits. Now, let me see. Now, this is a now this is the QR checklist, which is mandatory. Now we review all our members. It explains everything, explains the enrollment process.